an exciting meditation. We haven't done one quite like this before, so I'm really excited to walk everyone through it. We're going to be doing a guided meditation focused on fertility. So, this should be great if you are on any kind of fertility journey, if you are even thinking about having kids at some point in the near future. Maybe you're going through an egg freezing process. Maybe you're deciding if that's the future for you. Maybe you're nervous about any kind of health implications with fertility. Maybe you are wanting to call in a person to go on that fertility journey with. So, this is going to be a powerful meditation to set that intention, to bring our intention down to our uterus space, to really tap into what it means in order to go down a fertility journey. And fertility also has a lot to do with creativity. So, even if you aren't someone who's wanting to necessarily have children or wanting to go down that road, getting in line with fertility can be really helpful in order to enhance our creativity as well. So, if children aren't necessarily in your future, this meditation can also focus on enhancing our creativity in our creative space. So, we're going to start with a technique that I love doing, that I used to do actually in acupuncture school all the time. It is a tapping technique. This is just going to help wake up our bodies a little bit and help with blood flow. So you're going to take your palms like this, like little cups, and we're going to tap them over our body. So we're going to start, and I'll do it along with you in a second. The outside of our arms, the inside of our arms, over our chest, our abdomen, our low back. And then you can't see because I'm sitting down, but the outside of our legs, like where your hamstrings are on the side of your body, and then the inside of your legs. And we're going to repeat that 3 different times. And as you do it, just like a gentle tapping, start stimulating that blood flow to a little bit and wake up the body. And we'll also do it on the head to finish each cycle. So we'll go ahead and get started. You can tap on the outside of one arm and the inside, other side, outside, and inside. Tapping on the chest, tapping on the abdomen, tapping on the low back. Now you go down the outsides of your legs, up the insides of your legs, tapping on the top of the head. Okay, that was round one. We're going to repeat a second round. Outside of the arm, inside of the arm, outside of the second arm, inside of the second arm. On the chest, on the abdomen, outside of the legs, inside of the legs, top of the head. All right, we have one more round. Outside of the arm, inside of the arm, outside of the second arm, inside of the second arm, chest, abdomen, outside of the legs, inside of the legs, top of the head. Take a big exhale. Notice how your body feels as you're sitting here. Maybe there's a sense of buzzing energy. Maybe you can feel a little bit of circulation has been increased. Sometimes I notice, even with that tapping, that there's an urge to swallow, which means our lymphatic system and our detoxification system has been activated. Just by doing those simple tapping movements, you're moving lymph. Sometimes I notice that. I'm noticing it right now, actually. So tapping can be a really powerful way to connect back into our bodies, to define self from not self, to create the boundaries and barriers between ourselves and the outside world, and to also stimulate our lymphatic and circulatory system, which is, as we know, super important for fertility. So now that we've done some tapping, we're going to take a few deep breaths before we tune in and tap into our meditation. So we're going to do, and we've done this before in previous meditations, but the physiological sigh, where we take 2 inhales and an exhale. We'll do this 3 times together. So making sure you're in a nice, comfortable seated position, feeling both feet on the floor underneath you. Starting to feel comfortable in the chair that you're in or whatever position you're in. Maybe you're laying down. And we'll start with 1 breath in. Second breath in, and then big exhale. Maybe notice those shoulders coming down a little bit. Second breath in, another one at the top, and exhale. And we'll do the last one here. Breath in, second breath in, and exhale. Amazing. Now, everyone can start by closing their eyes. Letting your breath return to its normal rhythm. Noticing where your body is making contact with the surface that's supporting you. Maybe you're feeling your feet planted on the ground. Maybe you're noticing your hips being supported by a chair. And maybe your low back is resting up against the space, supporting your spine. And as we're sitting here and noticing all the support we have underneath us, we'll take a big breath in together. Hold and exhale. Maybe on that exhale, noticing your eyes feel a little bit heavier. That your body's sinking a little bit more into that surface beneath you, feeling fully supported. And when you're ready, I want you to take both hands and place them on your lower abdomen. In the area just below your belly button. In traditional Chinese medicine, this area is called the lower dantian. It is where we can store our life force energy. Where we can find grounding and stability for the rest of our body. And we'll take another big breath in together. And as we do, I want you to visualize that you're breathing in and out from this space. Taking a big breath in, hold, and exhale. As we're sitting with our hands over this part of our body and our attention drawn here, I want you to check in and see what this area feels like. Does it feel hot or cold? Does it feel full or empty? Does it feel solid and stable? Or maybe there's a rhythm to it or flow. Maybe there's an image, a color, or a shape that comes to mind as we tap into this part of our bodies, trusting whatever images come forward. And once we have a clear picture of what this space is and feels like for us, can we ask this part of our body if it has any messages for us? Is there anything that this part of our body would like to say? And if nothing comes to mind, that's okay. If it's been a while since we've communicated with specific parts of our body, sometimes it can take a minute for these messages to come through. This part of our bodies, yes, associated with reproduction and birth, and also with creativity. Is there anything this part of our body wants us to do in order to support our reproductive health or our creativity? Trusting the first things that come to mind. Is this part asking you to rest more, to check in more, to move more, to connect more, to come back to this space more often? What does this space need in order to feel more sacred? Because it is. And when that message is clear, I want you to visualize, picture, and imagine that your hands are holding a warm golden light. This light is very healing, very calming, very nurturing. And as your hands are placed over this part of our lower abdomen, I want you to visualize all of this healing energy going into that space, clearing up any stagnation, warming any cold that was there, increasing our blood flow, and providing a safe and nurturing space for us to be. When that feels complete, we will take another breath in together and exhale. Again, breathing into this lower abdominal space. A big breath in, hold, and exhale. Thank this part of your body for the support it has always given you, even when we forget to check in, even when we forget to acknowledge it. Tell this part of your body you will be back soon to check in, to see what it needs more often, and that you will be noting down the suggestions of its needs that it currently has in order for us to better support it. When you're ready, start feeling your feet planted on the ground beneath you, removing your hands from your lower abdomen, and slowly blinking open your eyes whenever you're ready. Welcome back into the space. I I love this meditation because often we talk so much about this part of our bodies, our reproductive center, our lower abdomen, the area of our uterus, and we don't often emotionally and physically connect to it with intention or with our hands. And being able to viscerally connect to this part of our body, to see what it needs, to see what it represents to us metaphorically through images and visualizations, is a really important aspect of the healing. So anytime you are feeling disconnected from your reproductive health, you are hoping to improve any part of your reproductive health or wanting to connect into your creativity, this is a really great meditation to repeat. And it's just feeling like it needs a little extra love. We will be putting this recording up online, so be able to come back to it. And I hope that everyone enjoyed this process of connecting to themselves. I hope you have a great day.